Not counting gang violence. Great.
Tonight, more than a week after a body was found inside an impounded Tesla registered to the singer who goes by the stage name David.
On the other hand, various speculations and conspiracies have started to pop up on social media. One of them is about David's latest song, Oh Celeste, which shares the same title as the victim's name. In today's fast-paced world, a single event can become a viral news story in just a matter of hours. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 of the latest crime cases that are currently breaking the internet, from a shocking crime in America to a tragedy full of unanswered questions. Every story has its mysteries, facts, and lessons that can make us all think twice about our safety. Ready to follow the trail? Hey guys, before we start the video, we just wanted to announce that we're making a new segment called Trace Your Story. For this segment, you can send in real-life stories that have happened to you, from horror stories and infidelity to crimes or any other true account. Send your story to virellsean@gmail.com using this format. Email subject, trace your story. Story title, email body, tell us about your experience in as much detail as possible. Feel free to include photos divided by footage if you have any. Optional contact, your WhatsApp number or another way to contact you, if you're open to us asking for more details. We'll do our best to create and narrate your experience. I'm really looking forward to reading your emails, and who knows, your story might be the very first one featured on Trace Your Story. Don't forget to send in your stories. I'll be waiting, and I can't wait to read them. Hey there, I'm Sean Virrell, and welcome back to Trace Zero. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Today we're diving into crime cases, mysteries, and viral incidents that have been in the spotlight. If you're into these kinds of stories, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new updates. Every case always has a deeper layer than what you see on the surface, because you never know how deep this hole goes. On the night of Monday, the 9th of September 2025, a brutal tragedy unfolded on a LYNX Blue Line light rail train in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. A young woman, 3-year-old Iryna Zarutska, was found dead inside one of the cars after a sudden attack. Iryna is a Ukrainian refugee who's been living in Charlotte for about a year. She came to the United States seeking a safer life after fleeing the war in her home country. Her friends describe Iryna as a cheerful and spirited person who is now building a new life in the city. Around 10 p.m., a LYNX Blue Line train pulled into the 7th Street station in downtown Charlotte. The car was relatively empty, and a 4-year-old man, Decarlos Brown Jr., was already sitting alone. Witnesses said he appeared agitated and was muttering to himself as if having a conversation. A moment later, Iryna boarded the train and sat directly across from Brown. Without any warning, he suddenly pulled out a knife and repeatedly stabbed her in the chest and neck. Other passengers immediately hit the emergency button, but the attack was so swift that Iryna died at the scene before paramedics could arrive. Police were quick to pursue and arrest Brown not far from the station. Police records show that Brown has a history of mental health issues and several past minor violence offenses, but has never undergone serious treatment.
When there are mental health issues involved, the court system to put him into a mental health program.
An initial investigation found no connection between the suspect and the victim, suggesting the attack was random. The death of Iryna has been a profound source of grief, particularly within the Ukrainian refugee community in Charlotte. In the wake of this tragedy, several tribute murals have begun appearing in cities across the United States. Even billionaire Elon Musk has offered to fund a mural to ensure Iryna's memory is preserved. This event has sparked a significant public debate about the safety of public transportation and the critical need for better mental health care for individuals with a history of violence. Do you think a tragedy like this could have been prevented if America had a more robust mental health care system? Or was it simply a completely unpredictable attack? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, as a case like this could be a valuable lesson for communities all over the world. Next. On the 10th of September 2025, at around 12:23 p.m. local time, a public debate at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, was suddenly thrown into chaos. Charlie Kirk, the 31-year-old conservative activist and founder of Turning Point USA, was speaking to an audience of about 3,000 people at the American Comeback Tour event. During the Q&A session, a single shot shattered the commotion. A single shot was fired from the roof of the Losey Student Success Center, a building located not far from the event. The bullet struck Charlie Kirk in the neck, causing him to collapse on stage. Security and medical personnel immediately evacuated Kirk to the hospital, but he didn't survive. He was pronounced dead a few hours later. Police have identified the shooter as Tyler James Robinson, a 22-year-old from Street George, Utah. Robinson reportedly used a .30-06 caliber Mauser bolt-action rifle, a hunting rifle believed to belong to his grandfather. After the shooting, Robinson fled and hid the rifle in some bushes near campus, but was eventually caught thanks to help from his family and eyewitnesses. Investigations revealed that Robinson had been planning the shooting for over a week. In messages found by police, he wrote that he was fed up with the hate that Charlie Kirk was spreading.
Robinson accused Kirk of spreading hate,
suggesting political motives and ideological hatred. The prosecutor charged him with premeditated murder, discharging a firearm that caused death, and several additional charges, including obstruction of justice and witness tampering.
Under Rule 8B and Rule 8C, for counsel appointment in a case where death may be a sentencing option.
This case sparked a major debate in the U.S. about the safety of public events, gun control, and the dangers of political radicalization spreading on social media. Many have called for heightened security on campuses and stricter background checks for gun ownership. In your opinion, was this tragedy purely a result of political fanaticism, or were there other factors like weak gun control and a lack of mental health oversight for the perpetrator? How can society prevent political hatred from escalating into violence? Please share your thoughts in the comments, as public discussion can be key to preventing similar events. Next, there's a case that's gone completely viral, and the investigation is still ongoing: the discovery of a body in David's car. On the 8th of September 2025, a shocking discovery shook the Hollywood area of Los Angeles. Officials at a vehicle impound lot smelled a powerful stench from a recently towed Tesla. Upon opening the car's front trunk, or frunk, they found the decomposing body of a teenager inside a bag. The car was registered to 19-year-old singer David Anthony Burke, known by his stage name David. A representative for the artist stated that he is cooperating with police in the investigation. According to witnesses, the vehicle had been parked in the Hollywood Hills area for an extended period before it was eventually towed to the impound lot. A few days later, Los Angeles medical authorities identified the victim as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old who had been reported missing from Lake Elsinore in Riverside County since April 2024. At the time of her disappearance, Celeste was only 13 years old. The cause and manner of death are still pending forensic examination. Police state that the investigation is ongoing and no official suspects have been named.
Haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it, so all a little odd.
On the other hand, various speculations and conspiracies have started to pop up on social media. One of them is about David's latest song, Oh Celeste, which shares the same title as the victim's name. Some people believe the lyrics are connected to this tragic event.
Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest.
Also, David reportedly has a small tattoo on his index finger that is identical to the victim's.
Of death, saying Rivas had a tattoo on her right index finger reading shh. And while that tattoo is not uncommon, photos appear to show David with a similar tattoo on his finger.
Additionally, some sources claim the victim was mutilated, while others say Celeste had a close relationship with someone named David. It is important to note that all of these claims have not been officially confirmed by the police or the forensics office and are still considered speculation. This case has caused a public stir, as it involves a young public figure and raises the question, how could a car registered to a musician be connected to the discovery of a teenager's body? Authorities have asked the public not to spread unverified rumors to avoid disrupting the legal process and the victim's family. Do you think the connection between David and Celeste was a purely tragic coincidence, or is there something deeper at play? Could speculations about the song and the tattoo be clues, or are they just unprovable coincidences? Share your thoughts in the comments, but please focus on the official facts and be empathetic to the victims and their families. Next. So, we have a case of police brutality and traffic harassment in Florida. On the 4th of September 2025, at around 3:15 p.m., a two-year-old student named William McNeil was driving home from the University of South Florida campus in Tampa when he was pulled over by police for a routine traffic stop. What began as a standard interaction quickly escalated into a violent incident that went viral on social media.
Will not face criminal charges.
William, a quiet and diligent second-year engineering student, was alone in his car when the incident occurred. The officer accused him of running a traffic light, a violation William was certain he didn't commit.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah.
Their initial conversation was tense, and when William, feeling threatened, refused to exit the vehicle, the officer responded by forcibly pulling him out. No. Video from both the officer's body camera and a passing citizen's cell phone recorded the entire incident. The footage shows the police officer using excessive force, including pressing his knee into William's neck and striking him multiple times.
Back.
As a result, William suffered a broken tooth, facial bruises, scrapes on his arms, and a mild traumatic brain injury, in addition to experiencing symptoms of PTSD after the event.
It hurted. It made me upset.
The police officers involved confirmed the interaction but described their actions as standard procedure. Meanwhile, William and his legal team assert that the police's actions went beyond the legal limits and have filed a civil and federal lawsuit against the Tampa Police Department.
Because that's what we have to get here. We have to have accountability.
Civil rights organizations, including the NAACP and the ACLU of Florida, are highlighting this case as an example of potential systemic violence against minorities.
To just punch someone in the face as he have his hands up, it is very troubling.
This case went viral due to its compelling visual evidence, a video clearly showing excessive force. The public highlighted the importance of transparency, accountability, and police reform, including public access to police footage and retraining officers for safer interactions with civilians. In your opinion, was this incident a case of individual procedural failure, or is it part of a broader systemic problem? How should the public and law enforcement respond to prevent similar tragedies from happening again? Share your thoughts in the comments, as public discussion is crucial for justice and police reform. Next. And now, for our final video, the case of a gas station attendant shooting an off-duty police officer in Florida. On the afternoon of the 15th of September 2025, a shocking tragedy unfolded at a Circle K gas station in Ormond by the Sea, Volusia County, Florida. The victim was David Jewell, a 5-year-old off-duty police officer from the Edgewater Police Department. At the time, David had stopped at the gas station for what seemed like a routine visit to pick up a few things. At the same location, an employee named Eduardo Felipe Labrada Machado, 24, was working the register. According to initial investigations, Eduardo had seen David come into the store several times before, and they had a minor disagreement in the past. On the day of the incident, Eduardo was reportedly having a bad day and had brought a newly purchased firearm with him.
He may have had an argument with David in the past, he's not sure. On his way to work, he was having a bad day.
Without any apparent provocation, Eduardo shot David multiple times at close range. The store's CCTV caught the moments of the attack on camera, while several customers nearby immediately panicked and scrambled for cover. Volusia County Sheriff's deputies, who received the emergency call, arrived a few minutes later and were able to apprehend Eduardo without a struggle.
Was bought to assassinate police officer Jewell.
David received medical attention at the scene, but his severe gunshot wounds proved fatal. Eduardo is currently being held without bail and is facing a charge of first-degree, with the investigation still ongoing. A judge has also ordered some of the suspect's statements to be sealed to ensure the integrity of the legal proceedings. This case has sparked a wave of grief and anger throughout the Edgewater community. Many residents are questioning how a civil servant could so easily obtain a weapon, and if there were warning signs before the tragedy occurred. In your opinion, what's the most important step to prevent something like this from happening again? Is it stricter gun laws, or is easier access to mental health services the main key? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The 5 cases we've covered today, from the stabbing of Iryna Zarutska on a U.S. train, and the shooting of Charlie Kirk, to the body found in a car linked to David, the police brutality during a traffic stop in Florida, and the shooting of an off-duty police officer at a gas station, all share a common thread: sudden violence erupting in public spaces, and how the online world makes every detail go viral within hours. These cases show how thin the line is between everyday life and tragedy. All the perpetrators and victims were just going about their normal routines, riding a train, getting gas, driving home, but in an instant, their lives were changed forever. On the other hand, the power of social media and the internet has turned all of us into witnesses, and even judges, before the court system has a chance to act. Does the ease of spreading information help justice, or does it just add to the pressure and fear? How can we, as a society, play a role, not just be spectators, but also safeguard the truth, demand justice, and maintain safety in our surroundings? So, those were 5 cases that have recently gone viral online. What do you all think? Was this discussion interesting? Thanks for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so we can meet again in the next case. As the saying goes, justice delayed is not justice denied. May we all always have the courage to seek and uphold the truth, no matter how small the step. I'm Sean Virrell. My apologies if anything I said was out of line. And if you're still watching this, maybe you're looking for the something I am. This is Trace Zero. Bye, and stay safe.